Everybody, long time no see. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a crazy time in the market lately, so I just wanted to hop on here and get everybody updated. If you've been following along in our Discord, I'll leave the link below, and following my channel, which is not financial advice. You'll be up to date. If you're just watching the videos, I would suggest you hop in there so you can keep up to date on what's going on. But if not, let's just get going because there's a ton of volatility out there lately. And the first thing that we need to talk about here is the SVB collapse and what investors need to know here just on this Market Watch article. So the paragraph I just wanted to show quick here is it says, we want to make sure that the troubles that exist at one bank do not create a contagion. So what the Fed is worried about and the monetary policy is that there's going to be a contagion. There'll be a bank run. More banks will collapse. Just more black swan events happening, pulling the market down. So what Janet Yellen is saying here is they're going to do their research, their own research. They're checking on, see what's going on, and they want to make sure that there's no other banks out there that are in trouble. But and they said they're not ruling out a bailout either. So they've called an emergency meeting for Monday, tomorrow. So there's going to be a lot of volatility in the market. See what they come up with here. Obviously, they have their assets protected up to $250,000, but a lot of big tech and big investors and stuff have been losing money over at SVB. So other people are worried about how it's going to affect the market. So we need to keep an eye on this. Huge deal. The Fed was likely to raise the rate, 25 percentage points later in the month. Now they might go 50. Does the banking collapse maybe turn into a contagion? Do they go with a 25-point basis hike, to keep the economy moving here if a banking sector does go down? So a lot of stuff to watch. I want to talk about the SP 500 right here too, because like I said earlier, if you're following along on the channel, you know that 9350 area that we've been talking about in our Discord is it's been broken under. The S&P closed at 3890, or here it is, 3861. So she went up a little bit. She got up to that peak here, almost 4,000. This is the daily chart, and it collapsed down here, came back to retest this bottom. For the week, it's down 5%, and it broke under that. So now for 6 months, it's down 1%. For the last month, you're down 6%, but year to date, it's pretty flat, up 1%. So obviously and we got off the year rolling here. I think she really spiked up a little too much, and it's going to come back down. We should give the market probably Monday. The Feds have an emergency meeting. They're going to talk. See what happens. If it stays under that 3,900 level that we're under now for 24 hours, 48 hours, I would consider that to be bearish, and I would expect us to come back down here and try to back test some of these levels in here. This 3,600 area, should act as a big support if we come down a couple hundred more points in the S&P. I like to gauge the S&P because it's, really related to tech and crypto. So it's a good gauge in my opinion. If we break through there, then 3,300 could come in. But now is a good time to, keep dollar cost averaging if you can, through these rough times, because after all this, there will be an extended bull run that is the beginning of the bottom after capitulation happens and we just start running forward. So can it come back down? Sure. Are these bad prices for the long term? No. So just wanted to hit on Bitcoin too. So Bitcoin is coming down here the last month on this chart over here. She's down, she came back down here, but it didn't come back down into this range here. So where we were back in January of 23, back here in December, when she was really having that sideways action. So it bounced off of this area here. It kind of broke through this old support back here at 20,000, 20,100 range, came down, really bounced off here. But the next level that we need to really be concerned about is this 18.1 to 18.7 area. And there's not a lot of support in between here. So it's nice that it's holding up a little higher here It's kind of, coming out of this trough here, forming a little pattern. And on the daily, she really bounced back here with that USDC becoming depegged from the dollar. Bitcoin actually held really well. So there's a lot of bad stuff going on out there. The stuff is still hanging tight. But we just have to be aware of what's going on. And in Bitcoin, runs the market. So the other coin I want to talk about really quick is Cardano. We talked about Cardano in the past. I was telling you my strategy on when I think is a good time to buy Cardano. I actually just picked up more and went into a long position. Like I said, if you're in the Discord, check out Not Financial Advice. Opening the trade, take profit, and stop loss are all listed in there. Try to communicate on there daily. So if this chart ever loads here, I was going to show you that here now. So Cardano's been holding up good, and the base on this is around 29 cents. 29.5 cents. So right down here. So not too bad in that area, but it's holding that 30-cent range here, moving sideways, and then popped up too, just like Bitcoin chart, ETH, so these guys run together, obviously, not together, but in a fashion. Crypto moves in unison sometimes, and the charts can look familiar from coin to coin, but this is my full, I have a full position here. Stop loss, a penny, a penny and a third below, in case she does come down and break here. But if this goes back and starts to break long here, which is obviously what we're looking for, to come up into that 40-cent range, 45-cent range, up into this area here, right there above. So the chart looks down, and it kind of leveled out, popped up. We're coming back down. So I watch Cardano closely. I'm thinking that 35-40 cent range. Doesn't seem like a lot running 5x leverage. None of this stuff is ever financial advice, obviously, just talking about some stuff that we talk about in the Discord and things that I'm doing. So not financial advice here on the Cardano chart. Drop below in the comments what you've been buying lately, what you think are good prices. Some of these coins are really pulling back. I've bought Harmony One, VeChain, ETH, Cardano, HBAR, Google, SoFi, Tesla. My wife likes Tesla. Also looking into Algo and Uniswap. Uniswap has had a ton of volume lately. If it comes down to that $4.10 range, if you've been following the channel, we bought that at $3 a couple of months ago. So if you haven't taken a profit on that and you're still holding, it's a great gain. I still think it has room to go. It comes down to that $4.10 range. I think that Uniswap could be another spot to DCA into it. Just wanted to mention here, check out the Gemini. I'm going to drop a link below. If you use my link and you deposit $100 or more and do that within 30 days of creating your account, you'll receive $10. I'll get $10, free 10% on your money. So go check that out. And it's a nice, safe exchange with all this stuff going on in crypto lately. Coinbase, Gemini. I use KuCoin because I'm in New York. The state attorney general wants to sue KuCoin from New York for some stuff too. So it's hard to get crypto in New York, but Gemini and Coinbase, you can rely on, you can count on them. So like I said earlier, check out the Discord. I'm going to drop a link below. Our Alpha Origins Discord is coming up on launching an NFT on ETH, so that is really exciting. We've got a really great artist doing some art for us, Ben Herrera of Marvel Comics fame. You can recognize some of his artwork. Check out the Discord. All that stuff's in there too. So we're getting that ramped up. So I just wanted to pop on here. Drop any questions you have in the comments down below. Get to them, and talk to you guys next time. Thanks.